Hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. It's July 7th, 2026. I'm Rich Tola, and here's what's cooking for today. We got one word for you and one word only. The word is perfunctory. We're going to talk about that and how you don't want to have your workouts become perfunctory. It's funny, I got that word as a word of the day today. When I was at the gym this morning, I looked at it and I said, is this applying to me today? Because, can't do it. Can't do it. Unenthusiastic is not a good thing. But let's give you a quick little summary. I was going to talk about the NATO summit. It's a 2-day summit in Turkey. Donald Trump's going to be there. But what are they talking about? They're talking about the budget, $258 billion for the UN. It's the 36th annual summit. But I guess they're going to talk about how they're going to spend their money. We're supposed to be putting 5% of their gross domestic product. I'm not sure how that's working, but I got 5 words for you. End the war in Ukraine. Those are 5 words. End the war in Ukraine. I mean, I know the UN is supporting the war, but we got to wrap this war up, guys. Wars are bad. And matter of fact, I watched the American Revolution, which was the 6-part documentary, I guess, by Ken Burns. You guys see that? It's 12 hours. I binged on it over the last few days, and I went to see Young George Washington. That was a good movie if you're into history and the American Revolution. But let me tell you, that was a brutal war. It was a civil war, really. Everybody fought against each other. I mean, towards the end, not a lot of British were fighting. It was the loyalists, which are Americans, are fighting the rebels, which are Americans. So it was a brutal civil war. We got to stop these wars, guys. Hey, how about Tilly Norwood on a more positive note? Tilly Norwood is the AI-generated actor. We talked about this over 100 episodes ago when I started doing this live Tola Talks on YouTube. But she's in a new movie called Misaligned. I really like this. I'm definitely going to go see it. A coming-of-age story infused with existential AI chaos. Hey, whatever that means. But yeah, it says she's an AI being with no lived experiences, but she's got memories, childhood memories and things like that. I don't know. But guys, the American Revolution, you want to go see it. It's on PBS. It's free. It's stunning. I mean, it's very dark. Is it enjoyable? It's very enjoyable if you want to learn a history lesson. It really talks about the military campaigns and how that all went on in the war, which lasted, I don't know, 5, 8 years. How many years did this war last? But I mean, it really shows you how the country originated. And again, it's all about wars and everything that's going on with the military, but it's definitely worth watching. Definitely worth watching. All right, guys, let's talk about what we're really here to talk about. The ABCs. What are they and how did you do today? Because that's what this show is all about. Somebody asked me recently, it's like, what is Tola Talks about? It's a daily reminder to care for your body, to value your community, and to be open-minded. Talk about that with the Tola takeaways, but that's really what this is all about, right? Starting with the ABCs, all body workout, blissful sleep, colorful diet. How did you do today? Well, let me tell you, I went to the gym. I was dragging. I was tired this morning. My weight's up a little bit. I guess I'm drinking a lot of liquids, eating extra food during the day. In these hot summer days, you have a tendency to eat more than you should, especially when you're indoors. So what do when you wake up? You're tired. You don't want to go to the gym, but you have to do it, man. I'm getting 3 checks today. Because again, I went to the gym. I didn't have any enthusiasm, but turned it into a solid workout for 2% of my day, which was 30 minutes. Okay, I slept well. And the diet, again, you control what you put in your mouth. I had the eggs, kale, blueberries. Yeah, I'm eating a little more than usual because I've been a little extra hungry lately. But what is this word perfunctory? Perfunctory. It's an action carried out hastily or superficially or merely as a routine duty. So I thought about that. It's routine. My duty is to work out every day. Got to work this body. Got to keep this body in tip top shape for the future, for any battles that occur going forward. But it's not perfunctory because I don't, enthusiastically, right? It implies a task done mechanically, carelessly, or without genuine interest or enthusiasm. Well, guess what? You could be half-hearted in your approach to working out, but you got to show some enthusiasm. And how do you do that? If you're totally not into it, you're not feeling it, you're tired like I was this morning, what you do is you could derive motivation from other people, which we talked about in a previous show, but do things that you like. All right. I mean, to me, I've always liked doing biceps. So when I'm not feeling it, I always stretch out, hang, do all that first. So I was like, let's go to the biceps first. Usually I do those last. I save the biceps for last because I do every body part every day, guys. That's what I do. So I did them first. I'm like, let's do what I enjoy first, kind of get started on a good note. Now, I only did 2 sets of each exercise, but muscled through it. So after the first 2 sets of biceps, I went to triceps, easy. So I'm like, let's start with that's what I like, and that's what's easy for me. And then I rolled right through the workout. Did 2 sets of everything, maybe 10 or 12 different exercises. So you get it done. Don't make it perfunctory. Show some enthusiasm. Go to what you like. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you like jumping up and down. You like doing pull-ups. It doesn't really matter. Got to get started. You got to kind of push the ball up the hill. Got to get that first movement is what's important. Don't make it perfunctory. Make it hearted, not just half-hearted. All right, guys, I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my niece. She turns 27 today. Happy birthday, Rye. And happy birthday to my father. Rest in peace, Richie the barber. He would have been 88 today, July 7, 1938. And I want to read you something because my father, old school Sicilian guy, he was a badass guy, but he was a father. And that's the problem with a lot of these inner city children that I taught. You guys know I taught for 5 years. Read my book, The Sub, Tales of an Inner City Teacher. And most of these kids, they don't have fathers. You need to have a father in your life. A father is crucial. Yeah, of course, your mom, but the father is crucial. Father creates the discipline, sets an example for you, and more importantly, is what my father did for me. This is my book, my memoir, Simply Between Millions, from Wall Street to Hollywood. Every night after dinner, my father would also play math games with us. I remember we would sit there on the kitchen floor as my father would rattle off numbers and riddles for about an hour. First, he had us repeat random numbers back to him in a sequential order, and then he had us do simple calculations. I got so good at it, I could add, subtract, multiply, and divide the entire hour without getting one wrong. So from a young age, I liked to solve problems and study. Well, I knew that my father liked that I studied, and I liked to learn, so I did a lot. I want to give a shout out to my old man. I mean, he was the one that said, this kid's going to be a smart kid. He got me in the gym. He started working out when I was 12 years old. Well, when I was 4 or 5 years old, you could read that chapter, push-ups, math games. It's pretty cool. My father was a big influence. Richie the barber. Hey, my dad, he's the one. He would kick me in the ass when it's like, you got to do the right thing. He would always say that, do the right thing. And I'd love to study. I still do. You see it now. I love history. I love where we came from, all sorts of things. Learning. You got to be intellectually curious at all times. I mean, to me, that's what life's about. Yeah, it's the physical being, but yeah, what do you got to do with the mind? We never talk about what we do, the mind and the spirit. It's all connected, the mind, body, spirit. But the physical is crucial because it's going to keep you in better condition longer. We know that. You got to get ahead of it, can't get behind it. All right, guys. Again, rest in peace to my dad. He was a big influence in my life. Happy birthday to my niece. Guys, get your workout in always. Let's finish up with the 3 Tola takeaways because they're crucial. Number 1, you got to respect the ABCs every single day. You got to focus on that. That body's important. It's your only physical asset, right? That's what you have. It's your machine, it's your AI. Respect it. Number two, pick up the phone. Call somebody, go see somebody. Again, this is your community. Value your community and help out. You could always help out someone who's lonely or can need a little inspiration today to do anything. And finally, got to be open-minded. Got to be willing to accept other people for their opinion. Just because it's not exactly like yours doesn't mean that person's wrong, or, don't criticize just because somebody thinks differently than you do. Hey guys, have an awesome day today, Tuesday. And as always, get your workout in. Peace.